Okay, Mega Knight comes down. Fisherman gets on the tower. Fisherman gets on the tower. Fisherman! Fisherman! What's up, gamers? Durkee here, and today we're going to be using the deck with the highest win rate in all of Ultimate Champion. I just showed it on the screen right there. The deck is in the bottom left, and it is Giant Beatdown with Evo Wizard and Evo Knight. And if you thought Giant was bad last season, you're in for it this season. This deck is so strong. Like I said, the win rate is the highest win rate in all of Ultimate Champion. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just going to let this go. He spent a lot there. Instead, I'm just going to let that mortar do its thing, and I'm going to build up a giant push. But yeah, there's a reason it has the highest win rate in Ultimate Champion. It's so good in the meta. The Evo Wizard is actually a menace. Every other wizard you play is an evolved one, which is just absurd to me. Okay, we have Void in hand, so we're going to keep that in mind. Depending on what he plays, I might Void the Little Prince. Let's do this. Fireball onto everything as well. Beautiful. And just like that, one push, and this man pretty much is going to lose a good majority of his tower. That's what I'm talking about with this deck. Like, I feel like I didn't do anything special there. Just kind of ignored the mortar and went in, play Fireball, play Void, and it's really good. We also have Evo Wizard in hand, but we don't have to worry about him because he doesn't have a mortar and cycle. Another thing you can do with this deck that is absolutely broken is if you have your Evo Knight in cycle, you place your Evo Knight to tank for your tank. So it's like Evo Knight is tanking for the Giant, which is so good. Okay, he doesn't play anything. Okay, now he does. Let's go Evo Wizard here. You also have the Giant to tank for the mortar. So I'm really liking the matchup already. Already things are looking pretty good here. Okay, he goes for the Little Prince. I think because I have the Evo Wizard, I'm going to do this. I'm going to Void on the Evo Mortar. I think it's worth it, personally. Evo Wizard is going to do work here. Let's do this, just to kind of get chip, honestly, and DPS down the Little Prince and the Evo Knight. Nice. And look at how much damage we got. We're pretty much inside of spell cycle range. Knight here. Our next Knight will be an Evo one. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to wait, and then we're going to go arrows on the graveyard late. We should be okay. Very good. Very good. Knight in the back. Or, sorry, Wizard in the back. If he goes for a mortar, we can go for a Giant to tank. Beautiful. We're going to go to a Giant like this. Okay, he goes for a poison, so now we can go for a Night Witch. We're going to take this Fireball, actually. Try and Fisherman this. That's a great Fireball for us. Arrows here, just to finish that off. Okay, they hit the guards as well. Now we can do the push that we were dreaming of. We're going to go Evo Knight, then we're going to go Giant, and then we're going to Void on the mortar. Let's do this. And I feel like this is like a nightmare push to stop, honestly. Okay. Evo Knight has been tanking for this entire push. That's crazy. Giant, come on. Oh, no swings. No swings by the Giant, but we are able to cycle a Fireball onto the tower. Evo Wizard's still alive. Pretty bad mortar. I'm going to go like this. Beautiful. That Evo Mortar is just dead. Yeah, so we're chilling. So at this point, this is going to be a good game. I'm quite confident about that. Fisherman here in case he plays like a Little Prince or something. I wouldn't be surprised if he just gives up, though. Yeah, it looks like my opponent gave up. Too much for him. I can't blame him. So good first game. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next match. Evo Knight is the better Evo of the two. Even after the balance changes, it's such a strong evolution. So definitely would recommend that. Looks like this guy's running a cycle deck, which is pretty good for us, all things considered. Wow, and he uses the Void, so he spent 5 elixir there. I guess somewhat evens out. We're going to do this. I don't mind slow rolling a Giant. We can also Fisherman away the Valkyrie. It's not a bad play. The idea is to get the Valkyrie on our side of the bridge, so our tower troop helps on defense. We're just going to Void on the Queen. Hopefully those skeletons don't block. Yeah, they don't. Beautiful. He has a really quick cycle, but he did kind of have to overspend there. I'm going to go Knight in front here just to kind of like put some pressure on. We're going to have arrows ready if he plays anything cheap. Yeah, he goes for a Miner. Okay. All right. No dice there, but he is still low on daggers. So we're going to pump up here. Or not pump up, go for the Night Witch. That's what this deck does so well, is it just keeps the pressure on. And like, especially in double and triple elixir, you can just like pump the gas on the push. Okay, so he does that. Night Witch is actually going to live. We're going to Fisherman here. Pull away maybe a Valkyrie. There he goes Evo Skellies. We have to arrows those. Good arrows there. That could have been disastrous for us. Evo Skeletons get so much value, so glad that we defended the way that we did. He had to spend a lot there, so let me think how I want to defend this. We're going to go for a Knight Low. I kind of expect him to pop the ability. We're going to go Evo Wizard here because the shield will kind of push away the queen when it pops. Oh gosh, okay, that's crazy. I think he's running Royal Hogs. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it's a Royal Hogs deck. Oh, it's Mortar. Okay, let's go Giant here to tank for the Mortar. Beautiful. Okay, Night Witch as well. I'm going to Void. I think it's a good Void. It's a positive Elixir trade. He blocked. Pretty good block on his end. Evo Knight is going to be a good defense for the Mortar as well. Let's go ahead and do that. He's a really quick cycle right now because of the Queen. Okay. Wow, he got back to his second ability. That's quite impressive, to be completely honest. I can't believe that he got back to another ability. His cycle is so fast right now. He has a 3-card cycle because of the Queen. We're going to Void the next Mortar he plays, if he plays one. Okay, he doesn't. We're going to get Wizard down. Arrows here onto this, otherwise it's too good. Void on the Queen. Great Void. And I feel like it's just a matter of time until we get, like, a reasonable amount of damage on the tower. Yeah, those bats are already going in. Okay, we're going to Knight here. Knight is going to do a pretty decent job defending this Mortar. And we're going to go for a Giant as well. Just not panic is kind of what I want to make sure we do not do. And that's a decent Fireball, honestly. Pushes back the Queen, takes care of the Evo Mortar. Evo Mortar is really the only state in which we lose this match. Okay, let's go for a Night Witch in the back here. And again, it's like, how does he expect to break through with the Mortar? You know, like we have a Knight, we have a Giant. It's just like all of these big tanks. It's got to be really, it's going to be really difficult for this guy to break through at all. We have our Fisherman ready. We're going to Void this. Get ready to arrows onto his Skeletons. If you place Evo Skeletons, there they are. We have arrows for them. Something that was supposed to be really, really good on defense doesn't even matter. Giant's going to get at least one shot. There it is. We have Evil Knight here. If he goes for the Mortar, it doesn't matter. Just rinse and repeat, baby. It's like, what are you supposed to do? That's a great Fireball as well, so we're going to take that all day. Beautiful. He goes for the Void. It doesn't even matter. You get the Giant down to tank. He's not breaking through. There's just no way. Okay, we're going to support this like this. Void here. Like, always be ready for the Skellies, like I said. If he plays them, he doesn't. We're just going to take the Fireball onto the Queen. There's no chance that he breaks through with the Mortar. Night Witch comes down. Okay, he goes for the Miner, but, like, then what? You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to cycle a Void, honestly. I don't really see him breaking through. He goes like that. We're going to Fireball as well. We're going to go Giant to distract the Mortar. Wizard here. Arrows. That's a good game against Mortar. I feel like Mortar really didn't stand a chance in this matchup, especially as the game goes on. It's like there's no way they're going to break through. So, unfortunate that game got dragged out, but kind of an effortless win. GG's to Aurora. We'll catch you in the next one. All right, into our next match here against Ryu. Hoping that we get a decent matchup. Honestly, most of the matchups in the game are really good. As long as you don't go up against, like, Lava can be tricky sometimes to defend. Lava Hound, I think, is also one of the best win conditions in the game right now. Lava Hound, Giant, and Goblin Drill are incredible. Fortunately here, it looks like this guy is running, he's running Elixir Golem. Wizard, one of the best answers in the game to the E Golem. But of course, you're always vulnerable to the spells, like if he plays a Void on it. So we just got to be careful. Careful with what he does here. Curious to see if he just lets this go. I'm going to Fireball all of this. I'm going to Fireball arrows because I really need to make sure that my Wizard lives, to be completely honest. Giant in front just for good measure. And for great measure, because that takes care of the Firecracker. If he plays any single unit, we can just drop a Void on it, but that's probably just going to be tower down. Yeah, Mega Knight comes down. That's absolutely crazy. It's bonkers to me. Okay. Alright, we're going to just chill here. We're going to do a Night Witch, and then we're going to try and activate King Tower with Fisherman. Fisherman like this, and pull the Mega Knight away. Perfect. And we get King Tower activated. That's outstanding. Beautiful stuff here. Beautiful start, I will say. Okay, we're just going to drop the Void on this. And then Fireball on this, just because we can. Beautiful. Forces out arrows, and tower's going to go down. So well played from us. I think Elixir Golem is a pretty good matchup. I mean, just going off of the cards that we have. But as you know, when you go up against Elixir Golem, job's not finished. They could absolutely take your tower with one push. Kind of like this deck. It's like you can just take their entire tower with one push. So we're not going to assume that we've got the victory. We do have our Evil Wizard coming up, so I'm going to save that for the next Elixir Golem. Okay. We'll go ahead and play that now. Also going to try and save our Fisherman as well. That's a good arrows. I'll just go ahead and arrows onto this. Try and pull this across the bridge early, because I think he's going to try and kill the wizard. Beautiful. Good Evo Knight there. And we're going to fireball onto this all. And I think my man's going to get cooked here. Arrows onto this. And we're going to void his Evo Firecracker. We're going to void his Evo. Get in the void. Get in the void. Get in the void. Okay, well, we're going to pretend like that void hit. But we're fine. We're going to clutch up this game here. With our King Tower activated, we're going to pull this to the middle. Then we're going to go like this for the Battle Healer. Ooh, good Tornado, actually. That was really, really well played by my opponent. But it's going to be too little too late. Right. 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 Alright, well. You guys get some bonus footage. Alright, let's try not to throw this game, yeah. Alright, alright. I wish I had my Evil Knight in cycle. I'm one card off of it, unfortunately. It's a good fireball, though. It's great fireball. Great fireball arrows. There's Void as well. Just get all the DPS here. Giant is raining down. That healer dies. Things are looking good. Things are looking up. This all was a what do they call it? A butterfly effect from me missing that firecracker originally. Okay, Mega Knight comes down. Fisherman gets on the tower. Fisherman gets on the tower. Fisherman! Fisherman! Let's go, fish boy. GG's to that E Golem player. Catch you in the next one. Alright, in our next match here against Raouz. And for those of you that don't know, I'm sure some of you know if you're watching this video, but I usually run Logbait. Logbait is like my favorite deck. It's like my favorite style of deck. So to be playing a deck like this, it feels like it's counterintuitive to my nature. But it's always good to play decks that are outside of the decks you usually use, outside of your comfort zone. It makes you more of a well-rounded player. So don't ever feel like you can't use another deck. I think I might just let this go, because I don't want to support this. And it looks like he's running Giant as well, so I don't want to give him like a nasty counter push, okay? Fortunately, he has the balloon. I mean, I wasn't like super ready for that at all. We're going to wizard like as early as possible. He could void it. Like, I'm sure he's running a void. Okay, let's go Giant here just to like maybe let it live for a little longer. Perfect. That Fisherman kept... oh, he tried to block my Fisherman, but he failed. Nice. My Fisherman is going to live. My Fisherman's going to live. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Fisherman. Fisherman popping off 2 games in a row, fish boy. Okay, so Balloon's kind of scary. Void actually one of the best answers in the game to Void. Like, not a lot of people know that, but I was paranoid about that spawning. Yeah, you can actually just Void a Balloon, and as long as you don't play like bats or anything behind it, it'll actually like mostly take care of it. Now, it's gonna get a little bit of chip. Oh wow, wow, he just ignores that. That's kind of crazy to me. Okay, we're gonna get ready. I'm gonna go with a Night Witch. And we want to pull this Giant away and DPS it down as quickly as possible, because we don't want it to tank for the balloon, which is, of course, what he wants it to do. So we're going to Fisherman here. He tried to block with Skeletons, which is not a bad play by any means. Now we're going to void the balloon. Still good void. Brother! Guess we missed the void. Oh, yeah. Okay, Knight here. Not our best void placement, I'm going to be honest. I'll keep it a buck. Alright, we're going to rinse and repeat and hope that we can take his tower. The idea was there, no doubt. The idea was there, but the execution was not. We're going to wizard early. It's hard for him to spell it out. Could try and block the Fisherman again. Okay, we're good. We're Gucci gang. Nice. We pulled away his Fisherman. That's actually huge. We're going to Fireball here just to take some damage on the tower. And we get a Giant Punch as well. Okay, he needs to respond to that Knight. Knight is going to do a really good job DPSing down that Giant. Okay, he goes for the Fish Boy. Okay, we're going to be able to defend this. Let's find out. Fisherman to pull this away. We need to get that Balloon. No, no, no. Okay, let's do Void. And arrows as well. We just need to make sure that that Balloon does not touch our tower. Beautiful, beautiful. We survive. We live another day. Fish Boy going in as well. I kind of just want to like bum rush this guy. Kind of hope that we can get something done. So let's do it. I don't think that Fisherman is going to pull. Yeah, it's going to be a base race here. So let's go ahead and do this. And I don't think he can get to our tower in time. So GG's to that guy. Really good decision to just kind of go in there because I don't think we could have defended a Balloon. So another skilled Giant user, but we edged him out this time. Pause. Catch you in the next match. Our next match here against... I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Even after the Daggered Duchess nerf, she is everywhere still. Okay, he does that. We're going to cycle our Knight. Anything to get to our Evo. Anything to get to our Evo. Interesting play. Okay, we're going to go for a Giant. Because by the time he gets to the bridge, the Tombstone will be gone. Looks like he's running... I don't know for sure. It kind of looks like it's either Golem. Okay, now I think it's Lava. We're going to Wizard here. Wizard's going to do work onto all of those support units. I feel like he needs to spell this. Yeah, he does. It's too little too late, though, my guy. Too little too late. Oh, he's back to another one. That's impressive. We're going to Void onto these Skellies. Oops. Oops! I thought I was going to one-shot him. There were too many of them. Okay, not my best Void, not my best work. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Lava Hound. Lava Hound is not the best matchup, but it's winnable. We're also going to have our Evo Wizard in cycle next, which is great. Kind of the spell resistant. Yeah, there's the Lava. There's the Lava. Okay, we're going to go Night Witch early. Have those bats help out. And then we're going to get our Evo Wizard. I'm just going to do this, honestly. Then Wizard. Just to get those off the board, Bats and Wizard are going to do a great job here. And remember, Evo Wizard is virtually spell resistant, so you got that force field, which is so nice. Absolutely just demolishes that lava push. Because he's low on daggers, I'm going to go in here. Evo Wizard is supporting, that's kind of the main reason. Going to get ready to arrows. Oh, he goes for the Evo Zap, but it's still going to live. I think he thought that that was going to kill the Evo Wizard, but it's not. Oh, and then the Barbarians into the Evo Wizard. This guy's crazy. He's on another level. Arrows here. Just to give my Knight free roam. And free Fireball on the tower. I'll take that. I'll take that. Evo Knight's still going to work. Diabolical. Gonna put us inside a spell range. He might just Lava up here, but I don't know if that would be a great play. Yeah, he does it. He doesn't have his Skeleton Dragons to support it. All he has is a Mega Minion, so it's not like that's that good. You want to cycle a Wizard early. Try and get back to another one. Okay, Balloon comes down. Go for our Giant here. We're going to time this. Arrows, so that way takes care of the Tombstone. Perfectly timed Fireball, I feel like. Yeah, that Fireball timing was beautiful by us. Man's got to spend his Skelly Dragons to defend that. We're going to go for an Evo Wizard here. Because I'm not worried about a Lava push. If he goes for a Lava, he's going to lose the game. He needs to worry about defending this. So, probably knows that. We're going to Void here. That gets demolished. Arrows here. And this is going to be a good game. I was going to say, Evo Wizard pushes away those Barbarians. There's nothing he can do to defend. So, good game against that guy. We definitely outclassed. And not the best matchup for him. So, we'll go ahead and take the dub. Catch you in the next one. All right, into our next match here. And there have been a few games where Wizard is just the MVP. Like, he low-key carries this deck. Definitely an underrated card. I am happy with how they made the evolution. It's definitely not OP, but it's still strong. We drop a Knight in the back for Ghost. Ghost most of the time means P.E.K.K.A. Not always, but oftentimes that is the case. I'm just going to do this, kind of just to cycle, and then I can just Void the Little Prince. It looks like he's running Giant as well. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it feels like. All arrows here. It's only a -1 trade. Yeah, and then he has to arrows as well, but he still has to respond to the Night Witch, so... This deck is just annoying. Like, it just forces out so much elixir from your opponents. Nice. He goes for the ghost. Interesting play, I suppose. He said well played. I don't know if he's being sarcastic. Fisherman here. Decent job on defense. I might just let the fish boy go. Not entirely sure. We're going to knight. And just like that, our next knight will be an evolved one. We can make a really nice push. He's either running drill. I was going to say he's either running drill or beatdown, but looks like it's just going to be drill. Gives me the well played. I feel like he's being sarcastic, but that's okay. Okay. Night Witch at the back. Probably has a Tesla as well, so we're going to try and void on the Tesla. I don't know for sure, but I feel like Goblin Drill runs Tesla. He says good luck. My man is not loving his life right now. I can feel the BM. I can feel the salt. Yeah, I feel like he should have used those to block the void. He does now, but it's a little too late, I feel. Let's do this just to kill it as quickly as possible. And we're going to go ahead and say good luck back. Because my man was BMing. Good luck. Oh, got him. Great start. And now at this point, we're just in spell cycle range, so it doesn't even matter what he goes for. Okay, we're going to reset with the Night Witch in the completely wrong lane. Beautiful. Just exactly what we wanted. Okay, I think my opponent probably gave up. Yeah, looks like they're not playing anything, so... Easy match for us. We made this dude rage quit after he was BMing from the start. He's probably frustrated with the deck choice. I understand. This deck is really annoying to play against, so I'm just part of the problem. So we're going to go ahead, save you the time, easy 3 crown, catch you in the next match. Wait for it. No time saved. All right, see you in the next match. Into our next match here against Ale. Love that banner. Just that goblin sitting on a branch. Okay, I don't love my starting hand. Honestly, I'm just going to do this. Yuck it. Yuck it. No, I wish I had my knight. Knight would be absolutely the best move, but this giant still warrants a response. It was a 2 elixir giant, so if he spends more than 2 elixir, we're in good shape. And we kind of get to figure out his deck, which is nice. Okay, we're going to cycle wizard. We're always trying to get to our Evo 1. Looks like he's running a similar deck. I think he's running Royal Giant. Kind of feels like a Royal Giant deck to me. Okay. Yeah, how did I know? Okay, we're going to Fisherman, try and pull away the RG, and then we're going to go like this. Good fireball. That's good damage. Hopefully he spends on the knight and won't be able to spend on the giant. He wisely doesn't, but we're still going to get damage on that side. That's the problem. That's the reason I went in, is because I knew he couldn't really defend both lanes. And look at the damage we're getting on the right. Oh, my Fisherman's going in. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know about that RG. It felt kind of aggressive. I think we're okay. Come on, come on. Brother. All right, well, that sucks. We're going to go wizard here. The shield's going to pop. Yeah, we're fine. Unfortunate, but we can still defend. At this point, it's like we'd have to really mess up to choke this game. Night Witch here. We've gotten good damage on both towers. Pretty bad firecracker. He was trying to splash onto the tower. We're just going to arrows there. We don't want to mess with it. We don't want to mess with that. I don't think RG typically runs a building, so that definitely works greatly in our favor. Okay, this defense could be tricky. We're going to cycle Knight. Kind of to block a Fisherman, because like a lot of times what they'll do is they'll try and pull away your Fisherman. So we're going to Fisherman early. And then, yeah, he did block the Fisherman. That's what I was talking about. It's a pretty good play, honestly. Beautiful defense, though. We essentially took no damage. I think we took 1 RG shot, which is totally worth it. Now it's time for our big push. We have our Evo Knight, and we can set up for an Evo Knight giant push. So let's do that now. Evo Knight. And we're going to go Giant. And then Fisherman, try to pull his Fisherman. Because you can see his Fisherman is pulling the Giant, or the Knight instead of the Giant. And we pulled away his Fisherman. Beautiful. That is the exact string of interactions that we wanted. Oh, Phoenix Egg doesn't respawn. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to do this. He has to go in here, so we're going to go for the Wizard High in case he does. Really, really nice sequence of events. That worked out so well. Like the Fisherman pulling away his Fisherman was just Perfect. So GG's to this Royal Giant player. Catch you in the next match. Okay, into likely our last match of the game. We'll see against Fishboy. Maybe he's running Fisherman as well. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a mirror match to end off the video. Interesting, the first player we've gone against that is not running the Daggered Duchess. Don't know how I feel about that. Okay, looks like he'll probably be running the same deck as well. I don't know for sure, but it just feels like that. I'll just cycle both of my Evos. Wizard does really good against the Witch. Might force out a spell. Interesting Knight. Kind of just sacrificed it to the Wizard. I don't know if I agree with that. He's just like a sacrificial lamb, I suppose. Okay, he goes for the Giant. We're going to Night Witch here. And get ready to try and pull away his Giant. Okay, waste the bats. I don't know if he has great cards to support this at this point in time. Okay, we're going to pull this away. And then once that does, we're going to take this Fireball. That's going to take care of the Mother Witch, and then it's going to leave the Little Prince at 1 HP, which is not a problem for me. We're going to do this. And now we have a nice little counter push. We have arrows, we have Void, depending on what he plays. Okay, he plays the Knight late. Oh! Ooh, that's gonna be towered down. One bad push, and my man had nothing left to defend. Oh my gosh. Fishboy going in. Okay, we're gonna cycle Knight, try and get to our Evo 1. Okay, we're gonna Wizard like this. Actually, in hindsight, I wish I would have Wizarded like around the graveyard. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty bad defense. That defense was quite bad. If I would have played the Wizard like around the graveyard, it would have been way better. Way better. My fault. Damn. Kind of upset about that. Because the Wizard would have totally defended the graveyard. Big flub coming out for me, but it's okay. We're still in a good spot. He's still going to have to spend to take our tower. And we have our Evo Knight coming into hand. So just ignore that defense. Just pretend that I didn't completely play like a bot. Okay, we're going to go Giant. And then we're going to go Evo Knight because it's going to tank for everything. That's why we love it. Evo Knight. So we're going to see if we can get good spell value here. Okay, we're just going to take this. Honestly, I think it's fine. Evo Knight is still tanking, by the way. Good arrows. Oh, snatched up those Evo bats. We're going to go for another Giant. I don't want him to feel comfortable going for a graveyard. Kind of like just keeping up the pressure. Nice, we pulled away the Night Witch. And all of this counter push is going in the opposite lane that he wants to go for the graveyard, which is really, really good. Okay, I don't think we can defend this, to be honest with you, so I'm not going to. Yeah, kind of smart for him to go for a graveyard in this lane, but it's not going to yield anything. Yeah, that was kind of just a formality. Okay, then we're going to go Giant here. And we're going to get a nice little Fireball on whatever he plays. Yep, Fireball, bang, arrows, bang. Good game to this graveyard player. A fellow Giant player, very popular in this meta, but we managed the game really well, aside from that poor graveyard defense. So GG's to Fishboy. Catch you in the next one. I know our next match against this player. Bonus game. I had a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck, so I'm like, I'll keep it moving. Okay, let's go Wizard here. Wizard gonna go, Okay, he takes the poison, so he spent a lot on that push. Let's be honest. I'm gonna go Knight here. Bad Knight. Bad Knight. Very bad Knight. We're gonna yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. It was a bad Knight. Alright. We're gonna have a hard time. We're gonna have a hard time defending those piggies. I guess I could always just go for a Fireball. Let's do this, and then try and pull away the Little Prince. Perfect. Ooh, Inferno Tower. Not what I was hoping to see, let's be honest. Inferno Tower Royal Hogs? What? What? I was not expecting that. At least we have our Evo Wizard and Cycle. I guess we can Void on the Inferno Tower. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, I'm going to leak a little bit here. I don't want to cycle anything in my hand right now. Okay, we're going to do this. Evo Wizard going to do a great job cleaning up those pigs. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Knight. See what he does. See what he does. Goes for the poison and the log. We're going to get a little bit of splash. Little bit. Okay. Okay, the Inferno Tower is our biggest problem. We're going to have to spend a lot on it. I'm going to see if Void will take it out entirely, but if he's smart, he'll block with skeletons. He also has evil skeletons coming up, so we need to be really, really careful about this push. The evil skeletons are like my biggest concern, to be honest, more so than the Inferno. Okay, we're going to do that and get ready for the Evo Skellies. Waiting for him. I feel like he's going to play him. No, he doesn't. No. There they are. Okay. There they are. I knew they were coming. I knew they were coming. I knew they were coming. That was like really the best answer that he had to defend there. So honestly, really good defense by him, I feel like. Evo Knight, and again, having our wizard ready for the hogs. We're just ready if he goes in. Okay. There's that. Let's go Fish Boy here. And actually, we're just going to Fireball instead. So actually, I believe it negates most of the damage, if not all of the damage. Nice. This is a threatening push as well. Okay, we're going to Void on this. He wasted his Inferno Tower not on the Giant. That's actually huge. He might be able to cycle back really quickly, though. That's the problem. One of the problems, I should say. As if there weren't a plethora of problems. Yeah, he does cycle back. That's what I was worried about. Yeah, he's got a rather quick cycle. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Well played, well played, well played. We're just going to keep fireballing the pigs. I mean, it works really, really well. Look at that. No damage. No damage at all when we go for the fireball. Kind of let's make sure that we manage our game properly here. Okay. Fine with me, fine with me, fine with me. The Evil Skellies come down. We might need to play... Okay, yeah. We need to defend this differently than the way we've been defending it. Okay, arrows. It does get good damage there. Never a void spell ready. He's going to block, probably. He's been blocking. Good block. Well played. I'm going to have to take this onto the Little Prince, because it's hard for us to get damage otherwise. Wizard. I'm going to do a decent job. But just decent. Yeah, good Ice Spirit by him. Alright, Evo Knight is going to have to be our best friend here. That's what we need. We need an Evo Knight. Okay, he sacks that. Let's go Evo Knight. We need to get back to our Fireball. Don't let us choke this, please. Heroes. He cycles so quick right now. He cycles so quick right now. Can't afford a poison. He needs to defend. Oh, poison's like that. Interesting. Beautiful. 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 Bats on the tower. Bats on the tower. Bats on the tower. Bats on the tower. That's a good game. Wow. Well played to that guy. Even with Inferno Tower, it wasn't enough to stop this deck. GG to that guy. We'll catch you in the outro. That's going to do it for today's video. Here is the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Try this deck out. Literal highest win rate in Ultimate Champion for obvious reasons. I don't even feel like I'm the best player using it, but it really takes minimal skill. So give this deck a try, climb a few hundred trophies, and let me know how you like it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in another one real soon. Peace.